Welcome back to Man of the House. I'm Spence. Today, we're making the world's best buffalo wings, keto style. So the first thing we got to do is preheat the oven. So we're going to come over here and we're going to set it to convection roast at 400 degrees. Start. We're going to put the rack right in the middle. If you don't have a convection oven, you can use the bake setting. Just set it to 425 degrees. I like to get gloved up for this section, but why choose wings like this? Well, we're trying to make the world's best, and this is how you do it. You can go to the butcher counter and you can get them in the sections, and they're okay. And you can buy them prepackaged in sections, and that's okay. You can get them in the freezer section, and that's like substandard. This is literally the best way to do it, but you've got to cut them, and there's a trick to cutting them. And the first trick is a really sharp knife. So with the wing, there's a joint right here. I've got my finger right on it, and you want to find that with your finger just like that, and then you want to put your knife right in there and just slice right there, just like that. And I didn't really slice through any bone. There was some cartilage, but not any bone. Now when you look at the drumette versus the flat, the way a drumette is shaped is there's a joint right here. So it's not right here, it's right here. And the best way to get there is to turn the wing this direction, saw through this little bit of skin, and then turn the knife and go right down just like that. And now you separated the two sections, the drumette and the flat. And this is trash. Again, I'm gonna find that joint with my finger. It's right there. Put the knife there and just slice right through it. And that's trash. And then, again, that joint is right there. The best way to get there is to come this direction, put the knife through here. When you get close, turn the knife down and go right through it. And you didn't saw through any bone. You just saw through a little bit of cartilage, and it goes really quick if you have a big, sharp knife. I'm not going to make you watch me cut all these wings. I'm going to just do it. Through the magic of film editing, this bowl will be full. All right, so we're at the stage where we're ready to mix this up. So I'm going to use this hand to mix, and I'm going to use this hand for the seasoning. What we're going to season it with is fine table salt. We're also going to use Frank's Red Hot. You're going to use this at the end to make it buffalo wings, but we're going to use this to cook it also. And then we're going to use some extra virgin olive oil. That'll help it get a little bit crispy in the oven. First thing we got to do is take the lids off while your hands are still clean. Take the lids off the olive oil, open up the Frank's Red Hot so that it's a little stuck. There we go. So that way, when I go after it with my clean hand, I don't have any trouble like I just had. First, we're going to get it with some olive oil. We're going to drizzle that on there pretty good and then mix it around with our gloved hand. Just trying to get the olive oil to touch all the areas of each of the little chicken pieces. Okay, that's good. Next, we have some salt. We're going to salt to flavor. This is probably about a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to just sprinkle it in there and then mix it up. Okay, that's probably enough for now. Let me mix it. The salt is going to give it flavor, but also help it dry in the very hot oven. All right, and that will be enough salt for sure. Now, what you might be concerned about is, hey, all this chicken is wet, and you just put the salt right on there. It's going to stick to those wet spots. It's not going to go anywhere else. That's where Frank's Red Hot is really going to help us out. So we're going to pick up the Frank's, and we're going to make a few splashes on here. Not a lot, about that much. And what that's going to do is help really spread that salt around. And it's also going to coat the chicken with a layer of pepper that is a wonderful flavor. My son loves the way this tastes. And my mom, who's very picky about hot spices, loves the way this tastes. She would never cook this way, but she loves it when I do it for her. And just like that, the chicken is coated and ready to go on the pan with a rack on it. So to do that, I'll pick this bowl up, set it near the rack, and I like to, because I'm weird, I like to put all the flats in one area and all the drums in another area. So as I grab them, I just sort them. And I alternate the directions of the drums. And I keep the flats a particular side down. So this is the nice side. I'm going to put that down, and this is the not so nice side. I'm going to keep that up. Now these wings are on the rack. Let's put them in the oven. Set a timer for 30 minutes. You know, the best part about wings is the dipping sauce. Most people like ranch or blue cheese. I like both. But the problem with store-bought ranch and store-bought blue cheese is it has soy oil and all kinds of nasty things in there that you don't really want to ingest. And you could even buy a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch and make it at home. But this also has some bad things in it, like MSG. It also has soy and modified cornstarch. So if you're on a ketogenic or a carnivore diet, this may not be the best product to use. Today we're going to make our own. The first ingredient we need is the buttermilk powder. Then going over here, we have some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. We have some dry chives, dried parsley, and dried dill. And all these quantities of each of these will be in the description below. You'll need a bowl to mix all this stuff up in. So first, we'll add the buttermilk powder. Then we'll add the garlic and salt and pepper and onion powder. We'll add the dill. We'll add the parsley. And last, the chives. Take a whisk and whisk it all together. This is going to make a large quantity that you'll be able to store in a jar. Homemade ranch that's not toxic. Okay, that's looking like it's mixed up nicely, and we're ready to put it into a jar. All right, we have 1 cup of sour cream, and to that we're going to add 3 spoonfuls of this powder, and the rest of this powder we'll store. Okay, this is a good dip, but it's not exactly ranch. It's ranch dip, so it's great for carrots and broccoli. But we want to make it a little bit more creamy, like salad dressing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream, but you can also use milk or buttermilk. And this little bit goes a long way. So we're just going to take it a little splash at a time, like that, and then mix. And that should thin it up. And it's not quite to the consistency that I like, so I'm going to add just a little bit more, but a little bit at a time. Once you put it in, it can't come back out. But you can add more ingredients. It's getting better, but not perfect yet. A little bit more. Uh-oh. Now it's starting to look right and feel right. You know what? I think it's actually perfect. It's looking like the kind of ranch dressing that I would like to use on a salad. So I think this is perfect. Now we'll cover this and put it into the refrigerator to chill. And you've got enough ranch for the next couple of times you want to use it. In this bowl, we've got 2 tablespoons of butter. We put it in here while the chicken is cooking so that it can kind of soften up. And once we put the hot chicken on, it'll melt completely. Those are just about to finish the first cycle. And while we're waiting on those, I'm going to pull out my secret weapon. A different cookie sheet. It's exactly the same as the first one, only this one is not wet. It's completely dry and clean. So we'll put that over here, ready for the wings. So we're about to pull these out of the oven, and I gotta caution you, there's a lot of steam in here, probably about 14 million pounds of steam. And so if you open this door with your face right here, you're gonna get blasted with steam, and it's gonna suck. So because of the steam, push this button right here. Turn on that fan, like that. Easy peasy. Glad my face wasn't there. Come look at these beautiful wings. They are not done cooking, but they are looking fantastic. While I get out some tongs. Okay, this is why this is the secret weapon. A new pan. How am I going to get these wings from here to there? Just like this. Why am I doing that? Because this is a lot of moisture. Look at all that moisture, making all that steam. Now, we'll flip each one of these wings and put it back in the oven for 15 minutes. And because this is a new pan, it's not hot, it's very cold. I can grab it with my bare hand, I don't need a glove. I can stick it right back in there for 15 minutes. We just let out a lot of steam and we took out a lot of moisture, but there's still gonna be a lot of steam when I open that up. So also, keep your face out of the way. I'm about to pull the wings out, so bring your bowl over to where the wings will be. These wings are looking fantastic. The right color, the right temperature, they're perfect. We're ready to put them in the bowl. So just grab them, shake them loose from the rack, and put them in the bowl right over the butter. Perfect crispy wings. The world's best, in fact. Seriously, they're the world's best. Now that we're over here, we've got to get them coated with butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake the bowl, toss the wings, shake the bowl, toss the wings. Trying to really melt that butter down so there's no large chunks and all the wings will look wet with butter. And they do. Check that out. Now for the glorious step of Frank's Red Hot, the original, not the wing version. That's filled with all kinds of nasty chemicals, but this is the perfect stuff. Original cayenne pepper sauce. Got the top open. We're gonna do some shakes. The butter is already in the bowl. Just like that, that's enough. World's best buffalo wings. World's best buffalo wings. World's best buffalo wings. World's best buffalo wings. Okay, we're gonna plate these up. I'm gonna go with 4 drums and 4 flats. World's best buffalo wings, not another no wings, not another no wings. World's best buffalo wings, not another no wings. Buffalo wings. Best buffalo wings. Okay, I can't wait any longer. I have to take this is the world's best wings. So I can't wait. I just have to take a bite. So what I like to do is I like to pull this flats apart. Dip it in the rain. World's best buffalo wings. Oh yeah, that's for sure the world's best. I make these all the time for our family. We have them at least once a week, sometimes like 3 or 4 times. The butcher at the grocery store knows me quite well because of these wings. They're so good. Perfect. And the ranch is so good. The ranch is so good, paired perfectly with the wings, and it's nice and clean. There's no soy, there's no MSG, there's no cornstarch in there. It's just pure, simple ingredients. The chicken too, it's pure and simple. Everything is perfectly keto, it's perfectly carnivore. This is a wonderful meal to have. Okay, those were the best wings, and they are gone. My wife and I just destroyed them in about 5 minutes. Then we cleaned the kitchen. You've got to try these wings. They're amazing. Oh, wait, one more thing. Please like and subscribe. That really helps us out. And ring that notification bell. That way you get notified whenever we upload our next video.
World's best buffalo wings. Best buffalo wings. World's best buffalo wings.
Oh yeah, that's for sure the world's best.